Hello, I am a more luminous star, and I am an aspiring to be aspiring author. It's been a while since I've talked about my current writing goals, so I thought I'd share an update. As I've talked about in my past couple of videos, I've been having a pretty hard time mentally and physically and haven't been writing a whole lot, but when I do get a burst of energy, I do have some goals that I'm working on. And the first one I've talked about before is, I'm calling it Project Sapphire. It's a book about figure skaters, and it takes place in a university. And right now I'm drafting it. I've written only a few scenes, to be honest, but I'm slowly progressing along with that one, and I have a pretty good outline, so when I do get the energy I can work on it and write another scene. I was really motivated for a while when I just didn't have the energy to work on it, and then of course as soon as I started feeling like I was trudging along really quickly, which of course it happens when you're drafting, but it did happen really quickly this time. But that does happen when writing. It's just part of the process. The thing is having the extra spoons to force myself to keep going right now, especially when I'm trying to treat writing as something fun and not put any sort of pressure or burden on it. So I think my progress with drafting is going to be pretty slow. And then recently I've been sort of more in a fantasy mood again. So I've started working on a book that I've been working on for such a long time now. I guess it's been over 10 years. It is technically the first book I ever finished a full draft of. It's kind of a fantasy or romantasy book with a, I guess, secret, is the trope called Secret Princess, Hidden Princess, Lost Princess. It's, it has like a Lost Princess trope in it. I don't know, because when I started it, romantasy wasn't really a thing, so it's more of a fantasy, but it does have a romantic plot line, and I'm kind of wondering if I should make it more romantasy-like, to fit the current trends, or just keep it where it's at, because writing towards trends on the market doesn't always go well, because, of course, by the time you are selling the book, that can change. Okay, well, it seems like one of the parts of my video didn't get saved, and so I'm trying to remember what I had said during it and talk about it again. And I was going to play with my stickers since I'm not wearing makeup like I had that day, but I already did a whole outfit, but I think I was rambling too much, so I'm going to try again with a second outfit while talking about my book that I'm editing. And I think where it got cut off was when I was talking about whether or not to lean more into current romantasy trends or to keep it just pretty much fantasy with a romance subplot. And I guess the thing is, I'm so bad at peeling stickers, oh my goodness. It's never the best idea to write towards trends, I know. So that's probably something I should be wary of doing. But at the same time, I am kind of starting to think again about traditional publishing, which is funny because that was always my goal back in the day. Because when I was writing a lot before, I feel like just the internet wasn't as big and self-publishing was a thing, but it wasn't as accessible as it is now and as marketable. And just most of my literary experience has been with TradPub. So for me, I always wanted to try to pitch my book to agents and get traditionally published. But now I'm feeling more open to the idea of self-publishing. However, I would like to try pitching first. And the thing that makes it difficult with this story is deciding between the two shades of blue I have left. I think I'll do these ones. It is also extremely heavy for a fantasy book. World building wise heavy. I did a lot of world building, and I even did conlanging, and there's a lot of it in my book. Conlanging is a constructed language, so I use a lot of made up words in the book, which I know is definitely not friendly to every reader. And I also have many points of view, which also isn't the most easy to read, I know. But that is how the book has been for me for, at this point, over 10 years. And I just can't really imagine changing it either. I think that's mostly what I had said in the part of the video that got cut off. Here I am trying to edit the next day, and I did forget something else that I need to talk about. So here I am with another sticker book to work on while I talk about the platforms in which I am working on my books. So with my new novel, I'm trying to work primarily in Google Docs because it has the benefit of I can access it anywhere on any device, which is kind of nice. And I'm trying to outline it. I'm trying to break it down into various chunks so I can still kind of access different parts easily. And right now I'm only writing the main plot, and all the secondary flashbacks and POVs I'll write later when I make sure I know what spot to put them in, and I'll try to keep track of that. I'm not sure if this plan is going to totally work out. And then, this is such a cute dress. For my book that I'm editing, I am trying to work in Scrivener because that's the program I have always used. I'm a big fan of Scrivener. I think it's great for plotters, over planners, people with complicated points of view or plot lines and keeping track of them. Really helpful all around. But the issue is that it does not work with my new computer. Well, it's my new old computer. My brother gave it to me. it's really quite finicky, and the old version of Scrivener, for some reason, doesn't want to run on it. It did for a little while, and then it suddenly stopped. Oh, the shoes are here. And I've tried reinstalling it and stuff, and it just does not want to run. So basically my option is to work on it only on my iPad, which the iPad version of Scrivener has a lot less options than the computer version. But that's what I'm trying to do for now. Eventually, I'll buy the updated license. It's just right now, it doesn't make sense financially for me to spend that much money on it when I'm writing so little, because it does look like it has lots of fun new capabilities, and I would like to try it. So yeah, I'm trying to just read it and edit it on my iPad for right now. And hopefully this time that was everything. I think especially for a project like this, which has multiple points of view and is pretty complicated with how different subplots weave in and out, Scrivener is a great tool to be writing and editing it in. I guess I've talked a lot more about my project that I'm editing than the one I'm writing, which I suppose makes sense because it is a lot more familiar to me. The book I'm drafting is still just fresh and new, and I feel like even though I've written a very detailed outline, it's I haven't written it yet, so I haven't really gotten to explore the world yet and explore the characters and see if everything can happen the way I outlined it to, and see if everything makes sense the way I outlined it. So it's kind of still in the discovery phase. It's just also in the drafting phase. I'm so rusty at this. Anyways, this was kind of a more rambly, short writing update. I just felt like filming a quick video because I have my makeup done today, and yeah. Thank you for watching my quick writing update, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.